have the coolant flange all hooked up, all the coolant lines and everything. The only thing that's still unplugged are the coil packs here and the injectors, because I'm going to prime the engine just by kind of running it on the starter to get oil pressure built up. I have my turbo line unplugged still. I'm gonna just kind of put it into that bottle for now, just to make sure it's coming all the way through. Okay, it's time to do the thing. So all the spark plugs are out. I'm gonna also do a compression test after. That's the plan. So, and then I got my bottle ready. So let's do it. And turn on this camera too. All right. Yeah, I gotta press the clutch. Ah. Just want to do a quick one just to get it kind of see what's going on. All right. Check the oil and top it up as well. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, so the oil level definitely went down a little bit, which is a good sign. So it's putting oil into the system. So now I'm just bringing the oil level back up to the top of the dipstick. Okay, so we topped up the oil. Went down a little bit, so that's a good sign. Let's try this again. Sounds good. Oh yeah, we got oil in the bottle. Hell yeah. We got oil in the bottle. That is a perfect sign. Starter sounds like it hates life, to be honest. Shitload more oil in here, so makes me happy. I was gonna try to spin the turbo by hand, but I mean, I think it should be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, so I just primed it again with I got the turbo line on and tight. Turbo oil line. I primed it again, and now I have the compression tester hooked up to cylinder 1, so we're gonna do a little compression test and hope for the best. Everything sounds healthy so far. 160 psi. Oh, that's a good sign. I don't know how many rotations you're supposed to do. Well, that's like 180. Okay, I'm gonna go back to. That's a nice healthy 180. Oh, that makes me so happy. Okay, I'm gonna go back to cylinder 1. I'm gonna crank it like 6 times. Okay, 8 times. Okay. Okay. I should be writing this down. almost 150, so at least we're consistent so far. All right, on to cylinder 4. So we got pretty much 150 to 160 sort of across the board. Holy shit, 180. I don't know if I trust this compression tester, but they're all 150 to 180, so I think we are in good shape. All right, it's time to put the sparky plugs in. I put all the spark plugs in. I'm gonna turn the engine over just once, and then you can kind of hear that it's like making compression, and I also want to hear for any other noises. And then pretty much I'm gonna plug in the injectors, the coil packs, put the fuel pump fuse in, and then it should be ready to start. So I'm a little nervous, not gonna lie. So I got my coolant ready, and yeah, let's give it a try. So this time I don't have it plugged in yet, so it's not gonna start, but I just wanna hear what it sounds like. Yeah, okay, so everything sounds normal. So fuel pump fuse in. Okay, so there's that. Plug our injectors in, or coil packs and injectors. Ooh, I'm excited and nervous at the same time. All right, injectors are plugged in, coil packs are plugged in. One last check of the oil. Right on the money. Well, I guess it's the moment of truth. Nervous. Let's do it. My oil and coolant ready. Make sure we're still recording. And I'll record on here too. This sounds a little weird, almost like it's like misfiring a little bit, but I'm gonna check the oil again and reset and see where we're at. It's definitely burning off the smoke now. Whatever's left over oil and stuff on the exhaust. It's pissing out some of the coolant, but it looks like I put too much. And check the oil. Runs. Freaking runs. so we have a little misfire issue with this thing, and I'm clearing the codes right now. I just took a picture of each code and made sure I have record of it. The main thing that I'm concerned about is the cam position sensor. So that's throwing a code, which could have been from before. So back when the engine originally had its, the timing was messed up and all that. So it would have thrown the code for that and a bunch of other things. And I was also messing with unplugging the coil packs and the injectors while it was running to see if I could isolate what was causing the misfire. So that also threw a bunch of codes. So I cleared the codes. Now I'm going to check the mechanical timing and then see if I'll probably try replacing that sensor. I have like 3 extra ones, so I'll just maybe swap that out, see what that does, and then go from there. The other thing, there might be a leak, like a vacuum leak, could be the other thing. So that injector cup that was not perfectly installed, correctly, it was cross-threaded, so that might be a source of an air leak there. Or I might have just straight up forgotten to hook up something and could just be an oversight, which I kind of hope it is, so then I can just find something quick and see if I can find a vacuum leak and then fix it that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray some brake clean on some questionable areas. So it'd be that injector cup, this PCV, this ghetto rig setup here, and I don't know, I guess I'll see what else I can find and then go from there. But other than that, it seems to be running okay. Other than that misfire. Bruh, there's no transmission codes. It's manual. What do you even... Bruh. All right. Mechanical timing. So we're at top dead center. On the crank. Oh, look at that. Dead on. So we're good on the mechanical timing. Okay, so it's still running really bad, really rough. And this camshaft, okay, so first of all, these first 3, these are because I deleted those emissions stuff. So the evap, the secondary injection, and the N249 valve. So these 3 are all to be expected. And I mean, there would be more like O2 sensor and stuff too that'll come up later, but this one, camshaft position sensor, engine speed sensor, incorrect correlation. So I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I think it has to do with cam timing. I don't know if that's like a mechanical timing or something to do with the sensor or the circuit or something like that, but I guess now I gotta look into that and try and figure out what's going on there. Okay, so I'm checking cam timing, and I think, so I'm looking at this diagram as well, and I think I'm counting 17 links. So you're supposed to start on this chain link or roller, which is just slightly to the left of this timing mark. So you can see the timing marks there. Those line up, but if I go to this side, it looks like the timing mark is off by a little bit. So I think the timing is out a bit. And then when I count, I think I'm getting 17 rollers here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And I'm pretty sure that lines up with that timing mark. So I think this cam is supposed to be over here, because that would be the 16th roller and that would be the mark on the cap. But I mean, it seems like this thing has pressure in it, so I think the tensioner is working. All right, so after counting about 100 times and consulting a few people, and I mean, it's really obvious, like the timing mark is a whole tooth off. And if you look at the cam from the back, that timing mark there, that timing mark does not line up to tooth off. And then this one lines up perfectly. And then the timing mark on the front, which corresponds. And then this timing mark is way off. I have the cam chain tensioner tool here ready to go. So I'm gonna tighten it down. And then I'm gonna try to move this chain over and bring the cam back a bit. I got it. So I got it just loose enough. I ended up loosening the exhaust cam, but I honestly don't think I needed to. Maybe just like these first 2 caps or 3. I forgot this bolt here on the tensioner. So when I loosened that, this like popped right off, no problem. And then I tightened this tensioner compression tool thing a little bit more, and I got just enough slack in here to sort of, I should probably not touch it too much now that it's set because it's still loose, but I did get it to line up. So I did mark this 16th tooth with or roller I should say, with a blue nail polish. So counting the timing marks. So the timing mark is right there. And so you're supposed to start counting on the roller that is slightly to the left of that. So counting from there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And so that's the blue marked roller, and it's lined up perfectly with that cam mark. So the cam marks are a little bit offset, like this one's slightly to the right and this one's slightly to the left. But I think when I tighten this or I loosen this compression tool back off and it releases the tension back into the chain, it will pull the cams together and center those 2 marks. So I'm gonna put all these cam caps back onto the intake cam, take that piece out, get everything sort of tightened down, snugged down, ready to torque, and then I'll do like another final count of those rollers, and then we'll put this thing back together. By the way, I did not use this mallet. I was going to try and hit that with a mallet, but I just forgot to loosen a bolt. Don't forget to loosen your bolts. All right, cam caps are on and tensioner has been released. So let's do our final count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we're perfect. 16th roller, perfectly lined up with that timing mark, which is lined up with the cam cap. I know it's slightly off, but that's bang on. We're good now. So now I just gotta torque those cam caps down to 7 foot-pounds. I did tighten them from outside in, so we should be good there. And then I'm gonna just clean up all the gasket surfaces, get everything back together, and we should be good to go. All right, let's start it up. I just kind of primed it with everything unplugged to get the oil pressure going through the system again. And now we are going to start it up after checking that we have 16 rollers between those 2 marks. So let's see how we go here. Idling perfect. There's a little bit of smoke burning off from some oil there, but listen to that. it has a tiny bit of a noise. Man, runs way better, holy. Not a single misfire. I guess that wasn't a misfire, but more like not timed right. Oh, there's your problem. 17 rollers, no good. Alright guys, first freaking drive in this thing, and it's making all the right noises. Might overheat though, because I haven't really bled it very well, but let's go for a little drive around the block. It's like 1 in the morning almost, but we got it done. Third gear crunch. And smell the gaskets sort of burning off. Man, this thing sounds good. It's got like a it's got a broken downpipe. So it just makes all the right turbo noises. Sounds kind of shitty, but kind of okay at the same time. Runs really good though. Not unimpressed with it. Just hopefully it's reliable long term, but I guess time will tell. But yeah, I just went for around the block. Pretty well back home now, and not a single hiccup. No misfires, no weird shit. Sounds good. Turbo spool's nice. It's fully heated up, but I imagine if I get on boost, it'll start to like overheat a little, but it'll probably clear up as I drive it more. But man, it runs good. So happy to have this thing back. All right, fam, she's running real good now. Just got back from a first drive. It smells like burning gaskets and burning oil from the exhaust. Like burnt oil sitting on the exhaust. But man, it sounds good. The turbo sounds good, runs good. I didn't really get into boost too much, but we'll do that tomorrow. It's 1 a.m. and it's time to go to bed. So with that, that's a wrap. Oh wait, whoops. We have buttons now. What is up, y'all? And thank you so much for watching the video. If you watched this far, I'm coming at you from the office, and I just did a little bit of a late night edit on this video, and I can honestly say I've really enjoyed editing these last few videos if you guys have been watching. So hope you guys enjoyed the videos and the build on the 1.8T. I got a lot more videos kind of planned and lined up in my mind that I want to do. So hope to get some more videos coming out soon for you guys if you're interested. So definitely hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you like the video, and also leave a comment and let me know if you guys want to see anything in particular, if you got any suggestions. But for now, I want to give a big shout out to a few different people that helped me out with the build with the Audi. So big shout out to Innovative Autoworks. Innovative Autoworks just basically sources or supplies, I should say, wheels, tires, and suspension and installs for all that stuff as well. So if you're in Canada and you need wheels or tires or suspension, such as fuel wheels, check out, or I mean, so many other brands as well, like tons of brands. Check out innovativeautoworks.com. I'll leave links in the description. And then also, if you have a dually truck in Canada, check out duallywheels.ca. And so Innovative Autoworks and duallywheels.ca are two e-commerce wheel and tire websites that I've kind of been working on. Another big shout out as well to Cutter Up Auto, or Cutter Up Rob. He helped me to get all the head all sorted out, cleaned up, and all ready to go on the car. And he did just a fantastic job doing that as well. So, and then also I want to give a shout out to Dave's Towing for towing my car when I was in a pinch. Came and picked up the car, you know, super quick, no hassles, got it back to my house, and helped me out with that with, you know, no hassles at all, really quick service. So if you need a tow in Calgary, check out davestowing.ca. I also want to give a big shout out to Concept One in Calgary, Alberta, and Concept One's always been there with all the parts. They always have, you know, parts all the way dating back to the early air-cooled stuff, all the way to, you know, the modern stuff that's coming out right now, like the Mark 8 Golf GTI stuff, and everything kind of, you know, all over the map, from really old Volkswagens to the modern stuff. So check out concept1.ca if you want to order online. Big shout out to Calgary Autoworks as well. So call in at Calgary Autoworks, help me to get some parts as well that are kind of difficult to get. And so they've always been there with the parts as well. And lastly, I want to thank Park Auto for hooking up that coolant flange. I know it took a while. The supply chain's just all over the map right now. So, I mean, they got it to me and they have a huge selection of parts. So check that out if you're looking for parts in Canada as well. This is not a sponsored video. I just wanted to kind of give a shout out to all the brands and shops and everything that's helped me along the way. And also, big thank you to all my friends and family that have helped me out with the builds and the cars and all the shenanigans that goes on in my life. You all know who you are, so thank you so much for that. And anyways, again, thank you for watching. I hope to have some more videos coming out soon, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.